Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have some breaking news for you, some shocking, disappointing news, especially if you're coming from Trinidad and Tobago. Effective immediately, the United Kingdom has imposed visa travel for all citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Effective today, all citizens holding a Trinidad and Tobago passport will now need a visa, a full visa, same as how you apply for a US visa. You will now have to apply for a UK visa to enter the United Kingdom starting today. This news was released yesterday that starting today, effective immediately on March 12, 2025, all citizens of Trinidad and Tobago will now need a visa to visit the United Kingdom. Previous to that, visitors from Trinidad and Tobago could have entered the UK with their passport only, or starting in January, they would have just applied online for their ETA, electronic transfer authorization, pay £10 and get it approved in like 2 to 3 days. But that is no longer the case. The UK government has said because of the massive increase of asylum seekers coming from Trinidad and Tobago, they are now imposing visa restrictions on all citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. So Trinidad and Tobago joins Jamaica and many other countries around the world. They now have to apply for a UK visa. All African countries except Botswana have to apply for a UK visa, full UK visa, to enter the UK. Now imagine that the UK citizens can visit Trinidad and Tobago visa free. But starting today, all citizens from Trinidad and Tobago will now need a visa to enter the UK. As of today, this is just something I put together a while ago. I did some research just to make sure that this information that I'm getting is correct, and this is in fact correct. This information is true. I remember I did a video like 2 days ago and I was unsure whether or not Trinidad and Tobago citizens needed a visa to visit the UK, and somebody commented and said no, they don't need a visa. And I did some research and realized that Trinidad and Tobago did not need a visa to enter the UK. But shocking news came to my desk yesterday that the Prime Minister came out and said, starting today, March 12, 2025, nationals of Trinidad and Tobago are required to obtain a visa before entering the United Kingdom. This change comes in response to the significant increase in asylum claims from Trinidad and Tobago citizens, prompting the UK government and to end visa-free entry for tourists from the Caribbean nation Trinidad and Tobago. Previously, Trinidad and Tobago nationals could travel to the UK without a visa, but were required to obtain an electronic transfer authorization ETA for visits starting January 8, 2025. However, due to the recent policy change, a full visa is now mandatory for entry. Man, to apply for a UK visa, Trinidad and Tobago citizens should visit the official UK government website for guidance on the application process, you can go to gov.uk and find that information on the UK government official website. It's advisable to apply well in advance of your intended travel date to accommodate processing times. Now, this is not an ETA, this is a full visa, so it may take 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. They can take however they want. These processes are normally very slow when you apply for a full visa because they have to do a full background check on your bank statement. You have to prove you won't overstay in the country. You guys know how it is when applying for a visa, because many of you apply for a US visa over and over again. This will be the same thing. Or if you're applying for a Canadian visa, it's the same thing. Trinidad and Tobago citizens will now have to apply for a full visa to enter the UK. Citizens living in Jamaica, you have been applying for UK visa for many years. Trinidad and Tobago citizens now will have to do the same thing as Jamaicans and apply for a UK visa. Please note that this policy change is part of the UK's effort to manage its immigration systems effectively and will be kept under review, my friends. You see how the UK are? You see how the US is? You see how they do in Canada, Europe, the white European countries? Whenever they want to impose visa on you, they don't think twice. They can get up any day. Like the UK, no warning whatsoever. Because if they gave warning and let's say they would have said starting in April or starting in May, Trinidad and Tobago citizens will need full visa to enter the UK. They are fearful that many would try to travel now. So yesterday or late last night also, they made an announcement and said starting today, they didn't give not even 24 hours notice. They said starting today, March 12th, 2025, effective immediately, all citizens of Trinidad and Tobago holding a Trinidad and Tobago passport will have to apply for a full visa, not an ETA, a full visa, the same visa like what you apply to America or Canada. You will have to apply for a full UK visa to enter the United Kingdom, or some may call them the divided kingdom. You have to apply for a visa to enter their country now. But Trinidad and Tobago is a republic. Jamaica, King Charles is the head of state of Jamaica, and Jamaicans still need a visa to go to the UK. I did a video about that some time ago, and also I did a video about Trinidad and Tobago. It's wonderful work of standing up against Donald Trump and its Cuba policy. I am wondering if that has anything to do with it. You don't know when dealing with these people. They are all friends in the Western world. They talk behind the scenes. We don't know if the UK and the US is collaborating, if they decided to punish Trinidad and Tobago for that. I don't know. Maybe not, but who knows with these people, my friends. Let me know what you think about this topic of Trinidad and Tobago needing a UK visa, a full UK visa now to travel to the United Kingdom. Please comment your thoughts and opinion on what you think about this topic. And if you're watching for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. The mission of my channel is to bridge the gap between the African continent and the African diaspora. We are one people separated by a brutal European transatlantic slave trade and colonialism. But, my friends, those days are over and we're coming back together stronger than ever before. Trinidad and Tobago, have no fear. You can visit many African countries without a visa. You can visit many Caribbean nations without a visa. So your options are still open. The UK is just one country, my friends. The mission of this channel is to bridge the gap between the African continent and the African diaspora. The African diaspora includes the Caribbean nation islands, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana, Belize, St. Kitts and Nevis, Antigua and Barbuda, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Barbados, Montserrat, Anguilla, the Virgin Islands, Dominica, Grenada, Haiti, and Jamaica. African Americans, Afro-Canadians, Brazil, Colombia, the whole of South America, because a lot of black people in South America, Central America, Belize, we all make up the African diaspora. And the African continent is the 54 massive, rich, wealthy African countries. South Africa, Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria, Botswana, Kenya, Rwanda, Uganda, Ethiopia, Gabon, Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali, Egypt, Namibia, Eswatini, Lesotho, Mozambique, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Benin, Guinea-Bissau, Senegal, Ivory Coast, the Gambia, my friends, the options are open for our people. These are all countries that we can visit each other. That was the African continent, and the African diaspora is the whole Caribbean, African Americans, Africans in Canada, Europe, the UK. What I'm saying, let us bridge that gap between the African continent and the African diaspora. We are one people separated by a brutal European transatlantic slave trade and colonialism. That is the mission of my channel. You can support the channel by, of course, subscribing today if you haven't done so already. Like this video, share it with all your friends and family. Comment your thoughts and opinion. You can also become a channel member by clicking the link in this description box and joining my channel and becoming a channel member and joining the family and in bridging the gap between the African continent and the African diaspora. I also have a travel channel. You can go on over there, click the link in this description box, go on over to my travel channel and subscribe to that channel. Whenever I travel to the African continent, I will be doing travel vlogs and other travel information will be on that channel, my friends. So go on over and subscribe today. But continue to support this worthy journey, my friends. This journey is a worthy one of bridging the gap between the African continent and the African diaspora. I post videos every day on issues, breaking news that affect our people on the African continent and the African diaspora. It is time that we come together as one and help each other, build each other, work together. Let us build a mighty army in the African continent and the African diaspora by merging all our various countries together as one, working together. What a mighty force we will be, my friends. Thank you for watching this channel. My name is Beyond. This is Beyond Uncut. And of course, I will see you again tomorrow in the next video. Bye-bye.